Hey guys, it's Peyton, and today I'm going to be telling you what I read in November and what I hope to read in December. You may have noticed a change in scenery. Normally I'm in front of my bookshelves, but I was already filming some other really weird video down here in front of my Christmas tree, and I thought, why not just film my TBR and wrap up video down here? There's no reason not to, and I think it looks cool. So we're going to get into what I read in November. I read 2.5 books, which is an improvement for me because I haven't been reading at all. Sounds pretty bad, but I'm so happy with myself for reading again. The first book that I read was The Last Named Sora by Kristen Ciccarelli. I believe I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Can't fully remember, but I have a review on Goodreads and I may link it down below if I feel like it. And then you can read it and see if you want to pick up this book yourself. This book was so enjoyable. It was about a girl who is a dragon slayer. She's set in a world where stories are dangerous, and when you tell some ancient old stories out loud, it draws out these dragons and can kill you physically because the stories drain you. Such a crazy cool world, and there's going to be a few more companion books in this, I believe, following some other characters but still continuing on the story of Asha, who is the main character. This book was just epic and I really recommend it. I had such a good time with it and helped me get out of my reading slump that has lasted forever, and I borrowed this from the library. Can't wait to get it myself as a copy because I want to own this book because I really like it. And I'm sorry if it's glaring on camera because it is a library book and it's shiny. Can't do anything about it. Next book I read, I basically kind of read half of in another month, but I don't care. I'm counting it because I read a lot of it this month, and it is Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody. Been reading this one for a couple months. It has nothing to do with the fact of if it's not enjoyable or not. I found this book really enjoyable. I think I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, but I'm trying to be more of a critical reader and I really thought about it, and it's not up there with one of my favorite books ever, but I do think this book is worth reading. It's a really cool story. It is about a circus carnival thing called Gamora, where the main character is an illusion worker, the only one of her kind, where she can create things that aren't actually there, and her illusion work can also create people. And the whole thing about this is how she has a family of her own illusions that she created, and somehow they have formulated into actual people that think for themselves, and someone starts to kill them. And the whole point is, how do you kill something that's not even real? And no, I didn't spoil you. It's literally in the description about how these illusions start getting killed. It's a really interesting murder mystery sort of thing, and it kept me guessing a lot. If you want a cool mystery, this one's probably for you, set in a really interesting world. And the book that I'm currently reading is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. So far, I'm really enjoying this book, but school has kept me busy, so I haven't really got to dive into it all too much. This is where I'm at. I'm on page 132. This book should be easy to fly through because it's just that interesting. It's about these two guys living in a world where on the day that you die, you get a phone call from a thing called Deathcast that tells you, hi, you're gonna die today. And you just have to die that day. And there is a thing called The Last Friend that you can connect with other people that are going to die that day, and that's what Mateo and Rufus do, and they spend their last day together, and I'm pretty sure they fall in love. Not far enough to know, but I'm pretty sure this is a romance, a gay romance, and it's so cute so far. I really like the characters so far, so once they start getting lovey-dovey feelings for each other, I think I'm gonna die because it's something I want to see. So that is all I read in November, and now we're gonna go on to my overambitious December TBR, but since there's gonna be winter break in the mix, I'm hoping that gets me going, that I can read during this time. The first book that I'm really wanting to read, actually this is a reread, it is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or for you British people or Canadians, Philosopher's Stone. I'm sorry, I've grown up with sorcerers, it's difficult to change. Obviously this is by J.K. Rowling. I really miss this world, and seeing so many people talk about this lately, as always though, we're always talking about it. And Brittany from Brittany and Books has annotated her copy of Deathly Hallows, and that made me really excited, so I think I'm I'm gonna annotate my copy, my paperback copy that's crappy and falling apart, because this is my beautiful hardcover that I recently got and I don't want to hurt it. But my crappy paperback copy, I'm gonna read that one and I'm going to annotate it and highlight my favorite parts and tab it, and it sounds absolutely amazing. And if you want me to vlog my first time annotating a book, tell me down below, because I think that would kind of be cool. And also, Brittany in Books has recently read the illustrated edition of this. I still don't own that and I really want it. So you should go watch her video on that. It's an As I Read. It's really good. She's awesome. She's a great booktuber. Next book is a library book that I have shown in my recent library haul. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, because I think that's gonna start being a video series I'm gonna do. So I have The Glass Bear by Lauren DeStefano. This book basically follows a Shatter Me sort of storyline, where the main character, when she touches you, you turn into gemstone. That's really all I know about it, other than the fact that a lot of people are really enjoying it and some good authors have blurbed this book. So this seems pretty cool, and the cover is gorgeous. Next book is another library book. It is Finding You by Lydia Albano. This follows a girl who gets kidnapped, thrown into this dungeon thing that has a lot of other girls that have been kidnapped, and those girls in the dungeon keep slowly disappearing, probably being taken by their kidnapper, and they do not want to be the next one that's taken out of the dungeon. So they have to escape. So this follows the big escape, and that sounds so cool to me, and I'm really interested to see what happens in this book. Next book I need to read is something I really need to read because I'm behind on the series. It is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. She is one of my favorite authors of all time. I love her so much. I love her books. For some reason, I was not excited about this book because it follows the point of view of Kale during the same time period as the last book in the Throne of Glass series, and I just was not very interested to see what was happening in that. But I've heard some good reviews, I believe. I don't know if people have hated this book. Doesn't seem like every single person's hating this book. So I need to read it and hopefully enjoy it. I want to enjoy this book. I just want the last book in the series, and I want to know what's gonna happen after everything that happened in the last book. That was so terrifying. And the last book that I hope to read in December is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I probably won't get to all of these books, and especially since Christmas is happening, I'll probably want to read whatever books I get then. This whole thing might change. But I've been wanting to read this book forever. It's absolutely beautiful. The black edges is so pretty. And everyone seems to love this book. I haven't heard one bad thing about this book. It follows a lot of characters in their heist to steal something, I think. Something like that. They're trying to do a heist. It sounds so cool, and I want to read this so bad. So those were all the books. I don't feel like picking them all up to show you again because like I just showed you. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like it, comment down below. Please subscribe. Follow me on all of my social medias. The links to those are down below. Make sure to click the bell button, which is by the subscribe button down below. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? And goodbye.